Recording has been started.
All right. Who wants to give recap?
I do, but I don't really. I want to tell a nice version of the day where my grandson came to dinner instead. We started last session delightfully in person. Dark shout out to not being in person anymore, by the way.
Yeah.
This
Stella?
is so
Sad.
Sewa?
Ideal timing.
Sewa!
We were just starting, Sarah.
Stella?
Oh.
Hello?
Sarah Deffen.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
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 Hi.
Hello.
We have just started.
Okay. Sorry about the delay. I had to make sure that a 15-year-old cat wasn't bullied into giving away her wet food.
Oh no.
Oh.
A worthy sacrifice.
Yes, so true.
Yeah, so we started last session having witnessed a murder in the middle of the market, and the party was like, all right, this guy's super dead, can't find the other guy. People are asking questions, and we are gonna scatter. And so we scattered. We all went back to Irene's place. Irene sent a message to Ando to let him know that a guy had been murdered in the marketplace, because that seemed like something relevant. She went over to Ara's house and was like, Ara, someone got murdered in the marketplace. And Ara was like, that's concerning. And Irene was like, it's fine, everything's fine. And Ando had said that he was going to come over for dinner. Ara had plans, so she left. Granny made dinner, everything was chill. It was a little bit nerve-wracking because, people are getting killed out there. That's not sus at all. And then Ando was late to dinner, and Julius messaged him, and he was like, it's whatever, it's fine. We noticed that Ara's lights were out and had been since she left. And I sent Snowball over to look, and she saw that Ara's cellar door was open. So Irene, and actually quite a few people went over to look, but Irene and Julius were the ones who actually went into the basement. And it looked like a regular basement, had Ara's family shrine in there. And Granny had Julius help her open the door to the secret massive smuggling warehouse that Ara has in her basement under there. And they did. There's definitely bloodroot in there. There's definitely other stuff in there.
So much.
There was a manhole cover that was left open, and her basement door had again been left open, and yeah. So Granny was like, "We should just go back home and shut the door and leave." And Julius was like, "Are you gonna tell people?" And she was like, "We should just go back home and shut the door and leave." And then we went back, and Granny had a little bit of a hashtag hysterical moment about, her grandkids are in rival crime organizations, and yes, she has known the whole time, and no, she's not happy about it, and no, she doesn't know what to do about it. She doesn't think she can tell them because they're in opposite crime organizations, and that's not a recipe for, happy family reunion, especially when they already don't like each other. But we were like, okay, we will make a plan, we'll figure this out, we'll talk to them. Ando said, she messaged Ando to let him know it was okay if he was too busy to come to dinner, and he said he would see her soon and to give Snowball a kiss. And we stayed up all night and kept watches to see if Ara would come home. And then she didn't. And then in the morning, one of Ando's twinks showed up at the door and asked if Ando stayed the night because he never came back from dinner at her place, and they don't know where he is. And that's where Parker ended session, and it was horrible. And I was so mad at him. affectionate.
Screaming could be heard for the rest of time.
I did scream really loud. That scream woke me up while I was napping to that session. I was so mad.
All right. Anything else anyone wants to add?
There was a
divination.
divination about if you'd like to do it, Nocturne, since you mentioned.
Oh, Alex did a funny little divination. And got when a queen bee asked which of the two is going to make the first major move of the two rival crime guys. And it said, when the queen bee vanishes, the hive must do its best to survive.
And we all thought that was the devils, because they like women.
This is true.
Girl bosses.
Girl bosses,
Yeah.
but no,
Legally.
the queen was my grandson.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a
This
little
is
fruity.
true.
Actually, he was more than a little
so
fruity.
fruity.
He was very fruity.
He was fruitier than Julius, who went to his house for a hookup.
Hey, he went there for not that. He went there for information, and the
went
hookup was
there
just a nice
For
side
information
deal.
and a hookup,
Yeah.
Information and a hookup,
as
Or-
you do.
Information and some nice wine, if you must.
Wink.
Right. With Ondo's jaunty music in the background.
I'm so stressed.
Irene, the young man at your doorstep, is waiting for an answer.
Okay. Irene is just stares at him for a long second with clearly visible distress. And then
Oh,
What do you mean he never? No, he's not here. He didn't make it to dinner. I thought he wasn't coming to dinner.
the expression on this man's face, like, uh-oh,
Oh my goodness.
but also kind of like a, oh, fuck. In that, like, oh, fuck, we thought so, damn it.
I was in contact with him last night, and he said just to because he was very late, and I assumed he'd gotten caught up, with his friends or something, and I told him it was all right that he wasn't going to make it to dinner, and he said, he said he'd see me soon and all that. He didn't. He just sounded like he was a little quieter than normal. I assumed he was sort of having a conversation off to the side. Oh my goodness.
Well, Miss Marvin, we're still looking for him.
Yes.
He
good.
might have just gotten sidetracked. Is all. He is wearing armor.
Yeah. Yes, I'm sure. Sidetracked is the word. Well.
Thanks for letting me know. We'll let you know.
Please.
When he shows up.
Have any news whatsoever? Let me know as soon as you can, please.
Of course.
Thank you, dearie. Do you be careful out there too, all right?
Thanks, Miss Marvin.
Okay, all right.
And he is going to sort of power walk down your driveway.
Yep. Irene is going to turn around and look for any party member.
Julius is probably sitting by with like some tea or something.
Yeah.
'Cause this
and
is early
Alex.
morning,
Probably
wasn't
all-
it?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, well, that's a problem. That's a much bigger problem than there even was last night, which is quite remarkable. Julius,
Oh, that expression isn't good. What's going on, Irene?
Julius, that was one of Ando's associates. He just asked if Ando stayed the night because he never came home last night, and I. Well, quite obviously, he didn't stay the night here. But that means that that something has happened. And I spoke to him last night over sending, and he told me that he'd see me soon, but he was talking quietly. I thought he'd been in a meeting, I suppose. But I wonder if he wasn't in a meeting after all. Oh my goodness. Julius, would you send him a message, please, and ask him what's going on, if he can tell you anything, if he's safe. I don't think he'll say anything of substance to me, even if he can answer me. So would you please send him a message, please?
And Julius will just take her hand and give it a little bit of a squeeze and just nod.
All right. Thank you, dear.
No problem. God damn it. He's gonna kind of like scratch the back of his neck and think of something, 'cause now I gotta pull open the word counter.
Wordcounter.net.
Yeah, God bless.
Shout out to wordcounter.net.
God, I really want to be like, hey, again. That'd be funny, but it's this is a situation where hey is not warranted.
Hey is warranted in every situation if you try hard enough.
Hey, where you at?
Hey,
bestie.
Where are you at, motherfucker?
Where you at?
Hey,
Grandma
you up?
and your friends are worried.
Hey, you up?
Hey, you up?
What you doing? Let's see. Do we want to do where are you? Like, are you safe? Like, so first, are you safe? Let's see. I don't know.
I think
that
the
feels
answer
like
to
a
are you safe is gonna be no.
Yeah, I'm thinking that
Are you
too.
okay? Like, might encompass some physical question as well, so that's good. I want to know if
Yeah.
he's injured or not. I want to know if they took his leg. But I don't think he'll tell me.
I'm gonna say,
should
are you
probably
injured?
explicitly. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, are you injured? Are you able to speak? Maybe?
Can you
Well,
respond?
Can you respond?
We'll know if he
Well,
doesn't.
That's true. Are you injured?
True.
You can, what you can say is, like, you don't have to ask explicitly, but you can say something to the effect of like, respond if you can.
Okay.
You know, like, let him know that we are aware that he may not be able to respond, and so if he doesn't, like, you know, it's allowed. He doesn't have to worry about it.
Let's see. Are you injured? I wanna do something along the lines of, like, if able. Oh, no, that won't work. I'm trying.
Send a draft in Pope Fight or Pit Gang, and we will workshop it.
Yeah, you might want to continue with more stuff because I gotta think about this.
Aster is piping up with, he can do locate person if that's
My
thing.
thought was if he's able to respond, just be like, because I can do ascending a couple of times, and I can use my sorcery points to get back I think 2?
Yeah, no, totally chill. I just want it in canon that, like,
Yeah.
Aster offers that this is an ability that he has access to.
Yeah. Well, no, sorry, I meant like if. So in my brain, I'm like, I could ask Ondo if he remembers the last place that he was at before he was taken, and we can go from there with locate person. But I could be like, do you know where you were?
Parker.
Let's
Sorry,
see.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, do you know where you were taken from? Maybe.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
And Parker, my Aura's house is still dark, right?
Yep.
I feel like I've... God. I should call my granddaughter as well. I'm going to draft this sentence to call my granddaughter.
Yeah.
Because she as opposed to, I think Ondo will get a better response out of Ondo from Julius instead of Irene, but I don't think Aura will say anything to the rest of you, really.
Alex would probably also offer that he has locate person. Or creature, I guess.
Yeah. Irene is just okay. That's good. Good. There's options. There's spells, of course.
I am just waiting for sendings.
Yeah, I know.
What about, let's see, I'm gonna send it in chat so you can take a look-see. Are you injured? Do you know where you were taken from? We have spells to locate you if you can narrow down the scope.
Okay.
Would that work, guys, or what do you think? For the first one, I have a couple left.
Do we want to give context of, like...
Yeah, we have to give context. We can't just ask him, are you injured?
I think we gotta start with Heard, like
Missing?
nobody knows where you are. And, like, we don't need to give the context of the spell thing, like, yet, if he can respond, like...
Nobody knows where you are. Are you injured? If
Heard you were missing. Are you injured?
Yeah, that's good. Heard you were missing.
I guess I'll delete the rest of that bit. I don't know what else you want me to add here. You gotta give me...
I feel like, okay...
Just whatever Julius thinks is important is good, but I think we gotta put a little context in there, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How about this one? Heard you were missing. Are you injured? If you need support, we can work to locate you to get you to safety.
Okay. Is that it?
Yes, I'll delete the other one. There.
Okay. Yes. So you get a response.
Yay.
Almost instantly, you hear. Hold on, I'm trying to remember my French. How would the sentence be structured? Putain mon dieu. Julius,
Oh, Jesus.
you are lovely. Minor injury. I'm fine. Just stuck. Under la pierre d'armée.
Oh.
Bring some fucking food. That's the end. That's what he responds. And I'll give you this.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't have to explode. I was nervous. I thought I was gonna have to explode.
I think you watched Julius visibly sag, Irene. In relief.
Is everything alright? Did he respond?
Yeah, it seems like he has a minor injury, but otherwise he's whole and, stuck, he said. And mentioned something about La Pierre de Ame?
Ame.
Yeah.
Irene.
Uh-huh.
You know what this is referring to.
Do I?
But give me a history roll to see how much you recall.
Okay. Hold on. I need to look at my dice because every action is so important to me right now. Gay dice? Are gay dice suitable for this situation? How can I use gay dice at a time like this? Alright. I don't remember whose dice these are, but I think I got them and gave Ember, so hopefully they'll,
Yo.
Okay. That's good. That's, what's my history? Stressed. That's 8. Oh my god, I'm blind. That is, oh, plus 8. I knew that. 25.
Okay. Julius does butcher the pronunciation a little bit, and I don't even mean this as a call out to you, Ren. I mean Julius would butcher this pronunciation.
Yeah, I don't have a Palund accent.
It's not even a Polundian accent that you would need, Irene, and you know this. La Pierre d'Ame refers to a historical site about 2 hours out of town.
Why so far away?
Crime.
Yeah.
It is a site from that you have sort of in your time at the university. There have been occasional projects down at Le Pierre. It is, as far as anyone can tell, some sort of I'm trying to figure out how you would have been described this by probably a professor.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of site for the people who lived in this region before this cycle, before this. So I've mentioned before that there has been a series of cataclysms that have changed the shape of the Enjiran sort of world, and this is La Pierre is from before the most recent one.
Old.
Old. People with magical abilities have mentioned before that the structure likely, so the structure on top is like a courtyard, and with a couple of probably the remains of maybe an overhang or a building or something.
Mm-hmm.
With what is clearly the remains of some sort of building as well, like behind it.
Okay.
People have suggested before that whatever the structure is does continue below ground, but no one has ever attempted. There's no easy access anyone has ever found. And the concept of digging around La Pierre is very risky.
Mm-hmm.
The university, which has most of the rights to the land, is not keen on digging at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Whatever is down there is likely too old to really be able to survive excavation, at least to the level of technique that is available at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of left alone, kind of used as an educational site, and sometimes teens will go out there and get high.
Nice.
Ideal.
The name La Pierre Dame does come from a carving on the inside of one of the walls that has been deciphered. La Pierre Dame is probably how it was pronounced back then.
Mm-hmm.
The best translation is the Graveyard of Souls.
Great.
You put him in a pocket grime pit.
Put him in the pit.
No,
Pit
he's
gang.
not allowed to join pit gang. He's too young.
I
Pit
did kind of put him in a
gang.
pit.
I have to tell you guys, I made a mistype and I put the Graveyard of Soup in my notes for a second.
Hold on. New nickname just unlocked. 1 second.
I didn't even realize it was wrong for like a second. I'm like, that's not right. Graveyard of Soup. I'm sorry.
Soup.
You souped him.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, we fucking souped him. Fuck.
Yeah,
They put him in the
Man.
graveyard of soup. He's dead soup
Fuck.
now.
he's
soup
in the
now,
broth
fuck.
now.
Oh god,
Okay.
we gotta save him.
We gotta get him out of the fucking broth. Okay.
We're going to soup him.
No.
Granny will give, in response to Julius's sort of mispronunciation, just all right, yes, that's about 2 hours out of town. It's on sort of university land. They do sort of research and projects out there. It's a historical site. It's from prior to the last cataclysm. It's very very old. It's yes, I know where that is. Of course I know where that is. That's all right. Okay, he responded. We know where he is.
Good.
He also
Alright.
said to bring some food.
Well, would you be a darling and start working on assembling some for him, please?
Julius will just nod and he's just gonna give you another little bit of a squeeze.
She will squeeze your hand, pat your arm, and then as high up as she can possibly reach. And then she will sort of step away and gather herself to cast her sending to Aura, which is just gonna be dearie, noticed your lights have been out. Are you alright? Are you with friends? I'm just a little worried. Please let me know you're okay.
You also get a response from her.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, I'm fine, Grandma. Just ran into a bit of a snag. I'll be home soonish. By afternoon. Probably. Don't wait up.
Okay. I'm grounding her.
Ground her. I
Do it.
think you should.
I am grounding her. Okay. All right.
She came home late.
She didn't come home at all.
Yeah, didn't come home last night.
She didn't come home last night. And
Didn't
won't
call.
even tell me if she told me not to wait up. Young lady, I am your grandmother. Oh man, as if I didn't wait up all night last night, waiting for you. Oh no, I'm so nervous. Okay, I hope. God, they better not be in the same fucking place. Okay. God, I feel awful, but like, I think we have to just go deal with the Ondo thing and then see if we can get more information about Aura from there.
Yeah. That might be our only
Because
option.
I don't know what else to do. That is equitable and fair between my two grandkids.
I hate to say split the party.
We
Because we definitely shouldn't. But
Unless
one person, you know what? Let's leave Nagi here.
I am gonna pipe up as Naki real quick and be like, sorry to say this now because things are stressed. I've been having dreams with like a lady, for a bit, and she wants me to go do something, and I'm gonna go do it. So I'm taking off. Bye.
Fuck. Bye.
Pack at lunch before you go. All right.
Oh, so
Right.
never mind that
No
plan.
free DMPC to take advantage of.
Dang it.
Okay, so now we have to. My only thought is like we leave. Can you communicate through familiar bond? Like can Snowball?
Not at that distance.
Not that distance. Yeah.
You'd have to be a pact of the chain like Vias, sadly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he
The
can do it at
other
any
option-
distance, but
The other option is to message Ondo's twink and tell him where Ondo is and leave that to them, but I don't want to do that.
no.
I don't want to do that either.
They lost
not
him the
cool
first
doing that.
time. Irene doesn't trust them anymore.
Yeah. I think we just gotta brave it and go.
And hope that she's gonna be okay between now and then.
We gotta act.
Well,
Sadly.
We added Alex to the. Who has all the stuff that's in the D&D Beyond? Who has all the stuff that's like technology based? And is there any way that I can turn that off? Because I'm trying to look at my
Technology?
spells and it's confusing me. I don't know where it's from. I just opened.
It's
I
from
opened
it's from
It's like
Acquisitions
telephone.
Incorporated.
Oh. Is there any way to turn
me
that
see.
off? Or
Um,
do I just have to remember what's
I don't
that?
think I.
I'm sorry,
Ren,
I'm
you
trying-
might have
Let me
Ren, you
see.
might have to go into the group settings and turn off or content
'cause
management.
I'm trying to find a. I'm trying to find a spell. I'm trying to see if I have a spell.
Okay. I'm gonna turn
If
off
clerics can have a
Acquisitions
spell that will,
Incorporated. If you
Let us know if
read,
someone returns home.
if you refresh
You also might want to
Nocturne-
take off. You also might want to take off the Spelljammer stuff.
What does Spelljammer do? I can't remember.
Spelljammer Academy and Spelljammer Adventures in Space.
Ah, there we go.
And then you might need to refresh and let it sit for a second, Nocturne, because sometimes D&D Beyond takes a second to load.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt.
It's okay.
No, it's totally cool. That's so fair.
Because I'm trying to see if clerics get one of those like someone crosses it and it lets them know.
Alarm
Oh,
thing.
Alarm or
Oh.
something similar. Because we could alarm Ara's door, and we'll know if she gets home. But doesn't alarm make a noise in the area, or does it just make a
No,
noise?
you can have it be in your brain. Oh, but only if you're within a mile of it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's too far.
Okay. We're just not gonna be able to know. We're just gonna have to.
Yeah,
not
we'd
gonna
have
be
to
able to
leave.
know.
We'd have to leave someone here.
Let me see.
What good is it gonna do if someone's here alone, though? If she's here, the only person we could leave here alone that she would even consider talking to, and like, not avoid like the plague is Irene, and
Yeah.
Irene is not staying behind.
Well, I was thinking more of, like, at least know if she comes home. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, we could have somebody.
Aster is going to say, "Don't you have friends in town, Granny?"
Do is it weird to ask them to stalk my granddaughter?
I
I
don't
mean,
think
ask
so.
them to house sit and let you know when Aura comes home.
Well, how are they going to let me know when Aura comes home?
Oh, true. At least there'd be somebody there.
No, we're wasting time. We're going to go find Ando now, and Aura said she wasn't going to be home before the afternoon, no matter what anyway, and I'm sure she's not going to be home by then anyway, so... But we know where Ando is, we're going to go get Ando, we need to...
Julius has arrived with his things and some food.
Alright. Are we good, shall we?
Yeah.
Julius gives you shoulder a little bit of a pat, and it's just, let's go find him.
Alright. I'm assuming Irene knows where I'm going.
Yes, Irene would know where Lapierre is. She would also know it is University Land, so you're gonna be doing some trespassing.
Yeah!
If you don't want to stop and talk to the university first.
And by God, I don't want to stop and talk to the university first. What am I going to do? Say my criminal grandson is stuck under there because he was being a criminal? No.
Okay, I didn't know what you wanted to do.
I'm not doing things the legal way, Parker. That time has passed.
Okay.
Granny
We're
crime.
killing.
Granny crimes.
It's
Granny
killing
crime.
time.
He needs to do crime so bad.
This is true.
So
We can, should, and must do crimes.
Yes.
stressed.
We're gonna get
yeah.
your boy.
Get my beautiful boy.
So, it is about a 2-hour walk out of town. There is a nice, well-known path to Lapierre. You basically followed the road that would take you south, and then there's a fork, and then it's a smaller road, but like the university keeps it up, right? So it's fine. It's kind of hot today. Just kind of. Maybe it's making you more anxious, making your heart beat faster in that way, but you're all kind of uncomfortable in the heat. La Pierre Dame itself. Well, your first problem is it's fenced off.
How tall is the fence?
The fence is about 5 feet tall.
I am taller than the fence. I am so much taller than the fence. Let's jump the fence.
Can I detect magic
Sure.
to see if there's
Wards.
Wait, hold on. Never mind, maybe I can't detect magic.
Or is there a padlock?
Is there more fence description? I'm sorry.
I can give you more fence description. It's about 5 feet tall. It is made of very, very solid wood, but there are no visible gaps through it. Despite it being a relatively simple site, it is still a little bit of there are still some taller bits of stone that the university doesn't want. The university doesn't want anyone to wander in and get hurt. They also don't want anyone to wander and vandalize anything on accident. So it is a nice, tall, sturdy white fence. There is a gate towards one side of on the end of the road. It is, however, padlocked, and Irene, you know that the archaeology department keeps the keys.
Okay. Now is the time I would like Aster to locate creature.
Okay. Aster can locate creature, indeed.
On
who?
Boy.
On who?
My-
On Ando?
My little boy, yes. Because I feel like we should probably try to go in as close to him as possible, or maybe we should ask him where under the fucking thing he is.
I could do that
I
if
don't
you'd
know.
like me to.
Yeah, that.
I mean, Aster can as well, because Aster was going to.
Sure.
So Aster casts locate creature, and a moment later makes a very frustrated sound and shakes his head and goes, "Nah, I got nothing. Must be warded against it."
Of course he is. That's very, very diligent and thoughtful of him. Julius, could you ask him where he is? Thank you, dear.
Let's see. 25 words.
Now you hit him with the hey.
Hey, where
you at?
Where you at? Well.
I am also going to change the music because it no longer needs to be Honda's music.
Would Julius say that? I gotta think about this for a second. Yeah, I'm going to. Well, Canary, do you recall what direction you were taking? We've come to get you. If not, we'll make do. I've also brought snackies.
I can't believe this, man.
Incredible.
Hey, he
Get back
called
up.
Julius lovely. He had to fire back.
Very fair.
He kind of... I'm not much in the mood for condescension right now, Snackies. Underground. Past the fucking millionth bullshit statue.
Okay.
And then the final thing to go. The ground caved in. You'll see the hole. And that's it.
I don't like that.
Julius will mention this.
Alex, dear, could you lift me up on your shoulders?
Yes. He does.
Lifting
All right.
her.
So, the two of you, it is easy as nothing, and the both of you are able to see that the grounds of La Pierre are currently abandoned. You can see like the clearing that has been sort of cleared out, a couple of trees felled, and then these sort of packed in dirt that the first parts of the ruins sort of poke up out of. At first, just what looks like a couple of nondescript stones, but Irene, you know that those are part of them, worn away by time and elements and, you know, life around it. But according to some of the professors, even those are, if you look really closely, are much different building material. Beyond that, you can see the sort of larger courtyard. There's a couple of places where it's very clear there used to be some sort of rounded shape. Some people have guessed probably pillars, maybe. And then beyond that, the small, barely standing walls of what was once a building. Probably some of it is just barely taller than like Irene's shoulders. Some of them come up to waist height on like Julius or Will once you get over there. It's not a lot to look at least on the surface. But there's no one in sight.
Nice.
Jump fence. Jump fence.
Drop me over the fence.
Do you ask?
Well, Granny I mean, for her bones, she probably shouldn't be dropped over the fence. But
Gently place her over the fence.
I was gonna say she could Misty Step, which is a little extra, but consider.
That is also a whole spell slot.
It is a whole spell slot. I'm a little bit in fuck it we ball mode due to the nature of, you know. But yes, okay, just put me down over the fence if that is possible, and if I have to drop a little, I drop a little.
You have to drop a little, but not too much. You kind of take the impact and just kind of keep moving. It's not all that difficult. How are the rest of you getting over the fence?
Easy. Like 2 steps, I'm over.
Climbing?
Yeah.
Put foot in
God.
one. Get over. Done.
Easy.
Okay.
Easy. I'm so strong. I can just. Alex could literally just lift himself over the fence and then lift everybody else over the
Can
fence.
Alex just like give everyone a boost?
All right. Alex, I want you to make me either an athletics or a strength check and do it at advantage.
The
You have
7'10"
advantage?
cow man
Let's
is like,
fucking
I got
go.
this.
Come on, Alex. I
He's
love
so
you.
large.
He's so big.
I'm gonna make it. They're gonna be the same, but I'm gonna make it athletics for fun because I don't think I've ever rolled an athletics check in my life.
Go for it.
Let's go.
15.
Hey, that's
Okay.
not bad.
Getting yourself over, no big deal. Getting everyone else over is a little bit harder.
Fair.
Just from having to lift at such a weird angle over a piece of
Yeah.
fencing.
I probably should have boosted them from the other side. It's fine. I'm not smart.
But bit by bit, a little bit of undignified scrambling, and you are over the fence.
And Aster could probably like boost people from the other side too, because he also strong. Strong
Yes,
This is
Aster,
true.
Aster can also help.
boy. Strong boys boost over fence. Let's go.
Yeah.
Literal strong boy duo. Like, let's go.
Oh, I lied. That would have been a 16. But I don't think that
Oh
matters.
no. It is 1 point easier.
It is 1 point easier. Sorry, I looked at my arcana instead of my athletics like a silly. It is only mildly easier. That's fair. They are over the fence. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
All right.
Looking for a hole in the fucking ground.
So I'm going to give you an image of the grounds so you know what you're kind of looking at. This is not going to be a combat map. I don't need you to worry.
Sexy. Love that for us.
Or you could perform psychological torture by not telling us that.
Parker
No.
is nicer than I am.
You wait.
Let's go. It's a combat map now.
Yeah.
Hold on. Roll 20. Peace.
Peace.
I love you, Ice Pack.
Ice pack beloved.
I just want to shout out this Ice Pack right now.
Shout out to Ice.
Yeah.
I wish Roll20 functioned like a website.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
They should
Someday.
write a website that is good.
A website that works.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay. So here's what you've got. It's sort of this square-ish building where you can see where the front door probably was, but some of the wall over here is broken down. The tile has been cleared and re-excavated. And it's sort of odd. It sort of reflects the light of the sun a little oddly. Kind of distorted. But there is your temple. There is your ruins.
Those sure do be ruins, huh?
Where are we on this map?
Down here. Towards the bottom.
There.
Oh, Granny.
Yes.
Should we do mage armor for a moment?
Yeah, I'll slap
Maybe?
a little mage armor moment on my boy.
And Astra has locate creature going, right?
Yes.
Any updates?
Nope. Can't. Not getting anything.
Man's totally has a fucking. I'm
Yeah.
mad at him. He should turn his location on for his grandma. Just find my iPhone.
I just send him, give him a sending that's like, dude, turn your location on.
Where you at for real? Okay, looking for hole in the ground.
Find hole.
Walking,
Where hole?
speaking.
Make a perception check.
Going to try to perceive.
No,
I
make an
also wish-
investigation check.
Oh, investigation?
Yeah,
I wish to also look.
go for it.
I'll look too
That's
for
bad.
investigation.
I mean, if we're all
Investigation.
looking.
Ooh, nat.
That's a 10.
Okay.
That's
Please
solid
drop
10.
drop them into roll 20, please.
What is my investigation? That's a plus 3.
We're not gonna fucking find this guy.
Nice.
Oh my god, a nat
Oh,
20?
find
Thank
this
God for
guy.
Julius, because
Oh,
I
we're
rolled a
fucking
5.
finding him.
Because this is investigation, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Jesus.
Investigate for hole. No, bad. Sorry.
I was gonna say something much worse about
Yeah,
Julius.
same.
Just that good at it. He's had lots of practice.
This is true.
Can I also... Can I try to keep an eye out for people?
Sure, make a perception check.
That's a little better. Oh, actually, that might be a lot better. Where's my perception modifier? Oh, okay. Well, that might not do much if they're good at hiding, but whatever.
All right. So perception check. As far as you can tell, Alex, you're alone out here. The rest of you can't spot anything. Not like Irene, you're too freaked. Unfortunately, Alex is too busy looking around for other threats. Nin, you're not quite sure what you're looking for.
Fair enough.
Besides, like entrance to like the below, and there's no immediate trap doors.
He's looking for like badger holes and stuff.
Oh.
That sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Julius.
Hello.
I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. Like Nin, you can't find any like direct like entrance down.
Mm-hmm.
But there is something a little weird about the floor. The way your like shoe sounds as it sort of walks across this tile floor is kind of odd. Not only is there like the weird way it sort of reflects the sunlight, like particularly once some dirt, like the little covering of dirt or whatever is removed, there's a bit of a shine off of it that sometimes like catches against the sun and like flares in your eyes, and you all have to be like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
The floor sounds weird as you walk.
Or metal? I think
There are
there's
places
in
where it
this-
sounds. There are places where it sounds solid, and then there are places where it sounds like there's something missing underneath it.
Julius is just gonna kind of stop and be like, I think there's hollow places underneath this flooring. I can kind of hear it as we're walking across it. Maybe if you're able to kind of tap around, maybe we can find it. There might be a way under whatever this stuff is, and it might just be covered in rubble or something.
Tap, tap.
All right. As you sort of like tap your feet on the floor and sort of your fingertips against it, you discover that the little hollow spaces are located like beneath individual tiles.
Mm.
Probably no. Like, your foot fits comfortably inside one of these, Irene, but not really anybody else's.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a pattern to the tiles?
They seem sort of more as if, like, they're sort of... I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. Sorry.
It's all good.
They're all sort of in this area.
Could you... Oh.
Right in front of this sort of stone pillar. There are 4 of them.
So there was 4 what there again? That was
4 tiles that sound
4
kind of
tiles.
hollow underneath.
I'm gonna do a funny little detect magic.
Okay. How large is the detect magic?
Within 30 feet of me.
Shit,
Okay.
I forgot I have detect
However-
magic at will, so you don't have to waste a spell slot.
Oh,
Alex
I'm
can
not
do
wasting
it.
a spell slot.
Oh,
I'm not.
oh.
I'm using my Furbolg magic for this.
Oh, cool. Yeah, go ahead then.
I get it. I get it once per short rest. So if we have to detect again, go ahead. But I don't
Okay,
lose
yeah.
a spell slot. I don't lose a spell slot doing this, so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay, yep, go ahead.
Mhm.
However, it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay. So the ground very much stops you in your tracks. Unfortunately.
You can't go under.
But there is a little bit of a latent sort of glimmer that you are getting from the surface of the stone plinth in the center, or at least what remains of the stone plinth in the center.
It won't even penetrate the part that sounds hollow.
It will, but there's nothing under there.
Well, the top of the plinth's magical, but I can't find anything underneath.
I can go take a look at it. The plinth, I mean. Just to cover our bases.
What kind of magic? Parker, what kind of magic?
Oh, sorry. I actually didn't decide of a type of magic, so I'm trying to figure out what it would be.
That's all good.
Abjuration.
Alright. Abjuration. So, a little telling, but not enough.
You know, I'm just gonna take a look at it. Oh god, never mind. Julius doesn't have Arcana. I forget he's not the one with Arcana. Never mind. Forget what I said.
Who got Arcana?
Got a bit of Arcana, but it's...
I'm not proficient.
Yeah, same.
I have +4 to it.
Does Granny have Arcana? Or is PK BRB?
I do have Arcana, yeah. I have +8, so I can do a funky little Arcana check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go for it.
If that's okay.
Yes.
26.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
So you get up kind of close to it, and you I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. So the stone plinth is actually just... It must have been taller at some point, but now it is fairly short. And it is made out of sort of this very smooth sort of, probably some sort of granite at some point. As you are examining it, you notice that sort of in the area where the abjuration magic was sort of the strongest, though it was weak in general, against the stone are these symbols.
Bro.
Oh.
Symbols?
Oh, they should on the map layer on the...
Oh, yes, symbols.
Symbols.
Okay.
With what was the
boy.
total of your check?
26.
More than likely, these symbols are, if not the reason, then at least part of the reason that this magic is still even in the stone.
Mm-hmm.
Runes like this could mean a number of things, but you probably have to do something with them to either activate or dissipate the magic.
I would like to cast Identify.
Okay. Give me the text of Identify.
Let me find the text of Identify.
Gib.
Okay. What are you specifically touching?
Symbols.
The symbols. Okay.
Yeah.
The spell these runes seem to be these symbols seem to be specifically casting. There is a spell that you know of called Arcane Lock.
Okay.
Which is very similar to what you're getting off of this, but it feels like Arcane Lock, but a step or two to the left. Not so much in anything, but like not so much that you would feel like that, like it's like there's a hidden function in it besides the locking mechanic. Just that whoever cast this had a different way of casting the spell you know as Arcane Lock, and that difference is still like in residue in the spell. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You also know there are ways to best an Arcane Lock.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing if there's anything else I have to give you. The in terms of how to use them, you actually get a bit of information.
Mm-hmm.
The word that comes to your brain is illuminate.
Illuminate. Like light that bitch up, or
Illuminate. In order to use it, you have to illuminate.
okay.
Anyone have the light cantrip?
I have dancing lights.
Aster also has it, I think, and doesn't... I thought Alex did too.
Both the clerics have light, and Irene has dancing lights. I don't even know if that's what I'm supposed to do.
Set it on fire.
Fucking tea in the soap all over again.
So true. It's okay to break the soap.
not okay to break the soap. What if the soap wasn't meant to be broken? I'll cast dancing lights around the area just to see. Light it up a little bit. Illuminate, if you will, but probably not. Well, now I'm thinking about like illuminating manuscripts and things, and I think that's probably more like what we're looking at, but I'm casting the spell anyway, because this thought occurred to me as I said I was casting the spell.
Okay, you cast dancing lights. You got some dancing lights.
Got some dancing lights. I think that I... don't know.
Does it look like anything had been set on the plinth at any point? Like,
Not recently.
okay. I was gonna say if it needed illumination, put something with light cantrip on plinth, maybe open door.
How about who has Dispel Magic?
I don't have Dispel Magic.
How about a cleric has Dispel Magic? We have 2 of them. Surely one of them has it.
Prepared?
Aster does not.
God damn it.
I might have prepared Dispel Magic.
Okay.
I don't remember though.
That's fair. It's okay if you don't.
I did
don't know
not.
what else to do.
Shit.
I did not.
Okay.
Do you want me to cast light on something and put it on there? We can try that.
Sure.
I
That's
also
a
have
cantrip.
I also have Sacred Flame, but I don't know if that'll do anything. That's radiant. I don't know if that counts.
don't know if we should...
Flame-like radiance.
I don't think we should do anything that is a damage spell because this is a historical site and I
That's
will
true.
be in so much trouble.
That's true. Okay. I will take an object, cast light, put it on there. I don't know.
Try it.
Try it.
Ash-
Fuck it.
You cast light on like a rock that you pick up. And the thing about the light spell, I believe it is brighter than dancing lights.
It is sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Oh yes, it is much brighter than dancing lights. And you sort of put the rock on top of the plinth, and it's bright light, and you see it like bounce, like some of it just kind of goes off into the atmosphere, some of it like hits the walls and makes these weird shadows where the cracks like in the crumbling walls are. Some of it bounces off against the floor and like up into everybody's eyes.
Let's go. Does it work?
Nope.
Fuck. All right. Let me go finish getting dinner.
Okay. Well, that plan is nothing. Okay, back to the little hollow spaces. Does
We
it
could all-
sound? It sound.
I was gonna say we could all try and step on the hollow spaces.
We could do that. I was
See.
gonna ask if. So you had said it's. Just like a little cavity under there. It sounds like, not like a deep space.
Like a little cavity.
Like a little cavity. How little of a cavity?
Are you just going by sound?
I don't know. I'm taking whatever I can get at this point, Parker.
It sounds like a little sound.
Like bigger than a bread box or smaller than a bread box?
Smaller than a bread box.
Like bigger than a lunchbox or smaller than a lunchbox?
Smaller than a lunchbox?
Okay. Plan cancelled. Alex wants to cast light on the plinth.
For shits and giggles.
the plinth lights up, and again there is this like harsh reflection off of the floor that sort of sends light cascading in many directions, creating like little like spots of light on the walls and your bodies and like in your eyes, and you're like, and like none of you can look at the floor directly right now.
God.
Oh.
We are drawing so much attention to ourselves, L.
Okay, I stop it. Fuck, you're right.
We're trying, it's okay.
Didn't work. Did it work?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
I want to go step on one of the hollow spaces.
Okay.
Is there stuff on the walls that the plinth could reflect onto? That it looks like it should reflect onto?
Not on the walls.
But on the floor.
Julius, when you step on one of the spaces, it doesn't depress, but you feel the tile kind of slide under your foot a little bit.
Julius lifts a little eyebrow and he's like, well, I felt something strange underfoot. Maybe stepping on these is the answer?
Stepping.
Again, there's no depression, but you can all feel like the tiles are a little loose.
It.
Can we lift the tiles?
I was gonna say wiggle them, put them up.
Nin, you like hook like your fingernails against the side and it peels up. And now you have a tile in your hand.
Yeah. Nothing under there?
It looks like a little bit of a divot, like a bit of the ways down, but it looks more like as though it is there to allow easy pickup.
She's just gonna keep on picking up tiles then, unless someone stops her.
There's 4 of them
Yes, you get 4 tiles.
on plinth.
They are now on the plinth.
There's
Any symbols on the
tiles?
the escape room, except there's nobody here to give us a hint.
Am I chopped liver?
These parts were so stupid.
Someone asked about the
Or at
tiles.
least I am.
I was... No, go ahead.
Who asked about the tiles?
I was gonna say,
That was
was there
me.
anything under the tiles also?
Just a little bit of a divot for pickup. Alex.
They got symbols?
They
The
don't.
tiles?
It's make an investigation check or a perception, whichever you would prefer.
My perception is better. Natural 20 for a 25.
Yo!
As you
Hell
are
yeah.
examining one of the tiles in your hand, you sort of are like looking at it, like kind of turning it back and forth, and at some point it catches the light of the sun, and the light off of it reflects and bounces onto the wall, like next to you where the tile is pointing, and you can see like, you know when you shine a flashlight and you can see the circle on the wall?
Yeah.
It's like that. But it looks sort of similar to this. To the symbol I circled.
Oh. Oh.
Oh?
Okay, I know exactly what we have to do. Everybody take a tile. We have to line up the reflections on the tiles with the symbols.
Alright.
Taking
Start
the
doing
tile
that.
and doing what Alex says to do.
Yep.
Yeah, Alex. I'll say it in character. Like Alex looks suddenly very, very excited, and he's like, "Look, this is reflecting the symbol that's on the plinth. The other ones have to reflect the other symbols. We have to line them up. Should we use the sun or an artificial light source? What do you think is gonna work better?"
Well, if the sun works, the sun works.
Okay. Fuck, let's go.
Do
All
thing.
right.
We do that thing.
You do have to do some finagling because of the specific position of the sun. But after about 5 minutes of moving and repositioning these tiles, you do indeed manage to get 4 symbols shining up on the side of the plinth.
The work.
And
Please
you
tell me
feel
it
it sort of, there's a pause, and then you hear a sound like stone scraping on stone, and the plinth in the center starts to descend into the ground.
Yes.
Yes. Alex, hottest man alive.
Congratulations. Congratulations, you solved my fucking plinth puzzle.
Plinth.
Let's go.
Get wrecked, Plinth.
Puzzle of Alex will win at every escape room.
So true.
I wanted to give you, I haven't given you a little puzzle in this
I
campaign
love
for a
I
while.
love
I
puzzles.
love the puzzle. I love the puzzle. Alex would win an escape room is the thing.
Yeah.
Alex would never have the problem I had where arm was too short to reach the fucking
Yeah,
She's so
that was a
big.
problem for both of us, I think. We 2 short bitches in a room together.
short arms gang real.
So true.
The stone plinth is descending sort of slowly. You can feel it. You can like see it like scraping against the stone. It looks like this was probably once like a perfect little cutout, but time and heat and cold has warped whatever this is ever so slightly so that it doesn't get stuck, but you can hear it like scraping a little. And underneath, you see sort of dark, but with the sunlight coming in, the plinth sort of settle a little bit into a floor below. About 10-15 feet down. And then as you're sort of sitting there kind of going, huh, you see next to the stone plinth, something start to move and then rise towards you.
Oh.
And as you watch it come up, you realize it's a ladder.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Iconic of it.
goodness. Ladder comes
And it
to
sort
meet
of
you.
comes all the way up, and the top of it rests up against the lip of the floor, and then 2 little pieces at the top extend with a weird sort of noise, come out, and then clip down into the floor into 2 little divots you hadn't seen before.
Divots.
Going down.
Yes, climb ladder.
The ladder, despite being looking pretty thin and sort of dangling in the air, is shockingly sturdy, even under like the weight of like Alex like climbing down. It doesn't shake much. And the material feels very smooth under your hands, except for this little like patterning of cross hatching into what you realize is like a metal for traction. And you hit the bottom of this ladder, and you are on this sort of flattened little square space. You can just see the top of the stone plinth where it is. And then you can see, just barely in the dark, a set of stairs off to your left that go deeper down.
Continue down.
Descending.
Descending.
This is the battle map.
Oh man.
The stairs sort of come down and then at some point make a nice hard right turn. And then you're descending a bit of like a square sort of staircase. And underneath the first platform, you can see it sort of out. And the shaft that you're climbing down, the side of the stairs that is out towards this shaft does have a little bit of like a railing. That again feels very sturdy for being very small. And then you realize that underneath this metal railing, this like circular metal handrail, there's like sheets of like thick glass underneath that are pretty pristine.
Hello?
And you can hear hollow metal sounds as you all sort of 1, 2, 3 down the stairs. And looking out over this shaft, you sort of look down and you realize there's a building beneath you. And it sort of rises up out of the darkness, and you can't really make much of it out. But then you get about halfway down and you realize this underground section isn't just this building, it expands out in
God.
all 4 directions. And you can see these long sort of path tunnelways that go north, south, east, and west, or about where north, south, east, and west would go in perfect straight lines. The edges here, as they are made, are sharp and crisp, and you can see on the floor this sort of running pattern of something. Like from the top down, it looks like running patterns of lines that are heading towards and down each pathway. And as you get further and further down, you realize this building in front of you is is pretty tall, and made out of a sort of strange material you've never seen before. Except for you, Irene.
Oh.
You have seen scraps of this passed around. Sometimes they are kept in sort of great care in offices of professors. Sometimes they're kept in museum sections of campuses. Sometimes they're brought around as like showpieces for students, but normally you see this material in scraps, almost like it's been peeled and pulled off of something bigger. It's a very interesting material. It's distinctly metallic, but oddly flexible to the touch, and manipulatable with the hands. And you've had the opportunity to like touch it before.
Uh-huh.
And it was never really known what it was used for. But it was very much connected to this pre-cataclysmic society. But here's a building made out of it, or at least you're pretty sure it's made out of it. And it's sort of looks like a 2-story building. But the very top of it has sort of this odd, like, shape to it, almost like 2 prongs that come out of the ceiling and sort of curve out and then back in, creating almost like a circle that's just barely not attached at the top. Though it doesn't look as though it's been broken down, it looks more like that's just how it was made.
Hmm.
And this is all in dark vision. You can't tell what colors there are. You can't see any light reflecting off of it, but you see the sort of the way this material that you have been exposed to some people call it like some people call it waterfall iron, though it is not iron, at least as far as anyone can tell. Just due to its sort of the patterning on it and the way it moves when it's touched almost gives it a sort of water-like effect in the eye. And you hit the floor, and you are standing in front of this building in the center of this four-way crossroads. And you can see now the lines going either way are like thick and carved into the ground and extend far down the tunnels as far as you can see in either direction. And that's what you've got.
Sorry.
Hello?
I'm listening. There's just arguing in the background, so I'm not saying anything.
Waterfall iron.
Well, that's some interesting looking stuff.
Yes, that's you don't really see that much of it anywhere ever. So that's exciting. You said Ando said there were statues.
Yeah, went by quite a lot of them, I think. And there was a collapsed area that he talked about as well.
Don't know how he ended up down here unless he did that whole song and dance, and I'm not sure how he would have done that on his own.
Unless they lured him here or just brought him here themselves.
Brought here, but I don't know where the collapse would be that he mentioned.
Maybe deeper in?
Maybe, but he did say you'll see it, which rather implies that there is some kind of collapse up top, which we just didn't see. There's 4 directions, and he can't, and we can't locate him on using Asta's magic, so I don't know which way to go.
There is the building in front of you.
I'm sure there is the building in front of me.
Yeah.
Don't really care about the building in front of me, but I suppose I probably should go in there.
Probably worth looking at least.
Yeah.
We found. Is this where Ando is?
No, it's not. My boy is not here, which is why I don't care about this building, but,
You can also
check it out
strike down
anyways.
one of the tunnels if you want.
I know we can. I know what the options are.
Might be info in the building though. Never know.
Yeah, but
But there also might be people in the building.
True. We can.
Clearly, DM wants us to go into the building, and so we should go into the building.
No, don't use that. You don't need to.
Well, I don't have anything else to use, so, like, in character, Granny is not interested in the building, but if other people are, we can go in.
I mean, if Granny's interested in just moving down to one of the tunnels, then we can do that.
Yeah, I mean, if you just want to continue that way, that's fine.
Granny's really interested in calling her fucking grandson again, but I don't want to waste too many spell slots.
Look, I can get back one of my 3rd levels. It's just at the cost of a couple sorcery points.
Are we doing this in character or out of character right at this moment?
Sorry, I went into Julius. I can give some sorcery points to get back a 3rd level to get another sending.
I mean, I don't want you to use all.
I'll have. I think
I've also got 3 slots. We can split it up amongst the party.
Sounds good. It is an option. It's okay. If you think it will help that, I think it is a valid use of a spell slot. I'm gonna get my boy. I need his company. Ouch. Daddy's arguing, so I need my boy for moral support.
Are we doing ascending?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we think Ando's down one of the tunnels? Can we tell him to take off his fucking amulet, please?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Okay, Granny's gonna cast Ascending because Granny doesn't give a fuck anymore, and she's going to say,
Oh, we're gonna
Ande,
put him
if
in
you've
more
got-
danger, dude.
Mhm.
Go ahead. Sorry, no, go ahead.
"Ande, if you've got something preventing detection, take it off. Otherwise, give me more details about where you are and how you got there."
There's a pause.
I bet there fucking is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if him taking it off exposes him to us, but it could also put him in more danger.
I don't really care either way, but
Because even if they get to him, we can get to him also.
Yeah,
yeah.
he's already here.
Hello, Grandmère. Have you accompanied Julius? I do have a charm. I will take it off if you go home.
Oh, shut up, you motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
I'm gonna
Alright,
kill him.
Buddy.
All right,
You're not.
I'm gonna take. Irene is not going to say anything out loud. She's going to take a deep breath. I'm going to hold on. I'm going on camera for this. She's not saying anything out loud. She's got her hands clasped like this, and just. That little shit.
Ranny says a swear word.
Julius, double take.
Is he not gonna do it?
I mean, he's
Just
going to
open
do
mouth.
it. Give me 1 second to type ascending.
Good word.
Get his ass, Granny.
Get his ass.
Sir, this is an adult
Granny?
woman
Granny
who
says
can
a
make her own
swear.
decisions.
Yeah.
And curses, crucially.
So true. What a little motherfucker. You make your grandmother waste ascending. How dare you? Rude as
First you
fuck.
stress her out, then you make her waste descending.
All right. I just like raw dogged typing that into the thing, and then it was exactly 25 words. So I'm
Let's
getting
go.
Yeah. Meant to be.
Irene is going to say,
You need to take it off now to let Julius find you. I don't know where you are. I'm worried and he can't find you.
I'm feeling the grandma guilt trip.
you fucking better be.
All right. I'll take it off. I want you to go home. But I'll take it off. And then there's a moment. And Aster, just as his spell's time is sort of starting to wear out, goes, "Oh, got him. That way." And he points down the rightmost tunnel.
All right, let's fucking go, boys.
Booking it.
Grandma guilt trip works.
Grandma guilt.
Julius gives her another arm pat.
That's what I thought.
The tunnel, after the first, 50, 60 feet or so, suddenly, there's a wall that sort of comes in on the ceiling, it kind of, cuts, and then the tunnel shrinks into, a much smaller, circular space. Still big enough to walk down, even for Alex, but it's not the big, cavernous, square room anymore. It kind of shrinks. You know what I'm,
Yeah.
how,
Mm-hmm.
you understand. And you do have to sort of be careful where you're stepping. The indents in the floor are consistent and follow an exactingly straight line down the tunnel, but they are deep and they are wide enough to get a stray foot caught in if you weren't careful.
I'm gonna say
But I'll-
sorry.
Go for it.
Nin's just gonna have her whatever her detect magic thing is going.
Oh, your detect magic is still going?
I mean, I can cast it at will, so just looking for any arcane traps that might be around here.
Good idea.
You don't spot any arcane traps, but as you are looking, something catches your eye, and you look down, and you realize there is the faint glow of magic creeping up from between the gaps in the floor.
I don't know if this is important or not, but there's magic coming up through the floor a little bit.
No clue what
Do I
that
know
means.
what kind of magic it is, or just magic?
There is abjuration, there is conjuration, a lot of conjuration. A lot of conjuration.
A lot of conjuration and like a little bit of abjuration.
Don't think I like what that sounds like.
Me neither.
Sounds
Maybe
like
we
trouble.
should keep moving.
Yep. We should
I think
also
she'll just-
probably.
Does anything happen, like if your foot goes in it or anything like that, or?
I don't know. Does anyone stick their foot in it?
Nin would if no one's gonna stop her.
Oh my god,
God.
no.
Okay.
Julius is so used to Nagi's antics that he does the same thing that he does for Nagi with Nin. Just grab.
Fair enough.
Nope.
And you are.
Can see her reaching for it.
Yeah. Ouchies.
It is not a very far walk until you hit what is apparently the end of the road. This large sort of metallic like wall just stops dead in its tracks. It stops you dead in your tracks. But you can see on the floor where the lines run underneath of it and past it. And Astor goes, "That's weird. He's still further back that way."
Then this must be some sort of door. Let's take a look at it, huh?
Can I try to put Snowball on the other side of the door?
I'll let you roll for it. Roll a spellcasting check.
I don't know what that means.
It will be for you, it will be your intelligence plus proficiency.
Okay. 19.
There is hard resistance. And Nin, as you're looking at it, this door, the more you look at it, seems to be woven through with abjuration.
Not
And-
conjuration.
Abjuration, sorry.
Okay.
And as you're kind of frustratingly looking at it, Irene, you realize it is also waterfall iron. And you think, well, fuck it. And then you remember there's a second name for this material. It's often called dragon silk. For its extreme ability to withstand just about anything that's thrown at it.
Put him in a fucking vault.
This is
They put him in the zoo.
a fucking metaphor for something.
And
Okay.
then you notice one last thing.
God.
Sort of right in the center, sort of pressed into this door made out of dragon silk. Just above your head, Irene, there's a little indent, and the indent is sort of set in maybe but half an inch. And in the indent, there are two little glass domes, maybe? And then a series of buttons below with symbols.
We're still in the escape room.
Fuck.
We haven't gotten to the end yet. We gotta find the chess piece.
And here, standing in front of this door, your grandson somewhere behind it, with you and what I'll give you in a meta sense is essentially a number keypad between you and him. I'm gonna call session.
Boo. He's there.
All
The
right.
boy. Uh-oh.